Hi, this is Tara and this is my 30-minute bar burn class. You don't need any equipment, just a chair. I'm sure you have one of those in your house or your hotel or wherever you're doing this video. Make sure it has a high back and it's a reasonable height so you can be comfortable in the exercises. As you can see, I've just done this workout and I am sweating like crazy. Thank you for coming here. Let me know how you get on with the classes and I hope you enjoy it. And this video also features the one and only Joey, who just wants my attention all the time. Mwah.
Starting with a strong posture, keep your heels together, broaden your collarbones and lift through the crown of your head. Taking a plie here, small bend in the knees, squeezing the thighs and the glutes. Start to lift up the arms so they're just below the chest and then open out. Then hold and roll through onto your toes. So giving your feet some attention here, just warming up through the bottom of your feet. Being mindful of your posture the whole time. Making this the last one and then back to your plie. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms in front and then squeezing right through to the shoulder blades. Getting yourself ready now to step open to the right side. Ready, open and then to the left. Deep plie, stretching the arms. Getting ready now for your last 4, 3, 2, and then hold this last one and plie in that second position. Just being aware that the knees stay tracking over your ankles. Last one and hold and then rolling through the toes, lifting up the heels as high as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1 and then hold up on the right side. So coming up high as you can on your toes there and then pulsing. Getting ready to go low and slow on this one, low and slow. Sitting right down, reaching the arms up over your head, framing your face. Excellent, good. Last 3, 2, and hold. Reach the arms out to the side and then sliding your ribcage from side to side, reaching the arms. Last 1 and 2 and then take your left hand and reach it over, keeping the shoulders open and stretching. Hold it, hold the abs in strong and circle the body all the way around, holding your balance. Good. Now taking your heel down, keep the arms up over your head and then squeeze the belly button right in. Exhale as you do so. So working really deep into your transverse abdominals here. Suck the navel right in towards the spine. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the glutes strong and contracted here. Good. Bring the feet back together and let's do everything on the other side. So moving here into a plie. Start with your hands on your hips, just centering yourself, finding that posture, and then moving through to your heel raises. So rising up as high as you can, feeling this work in the ankles and in the lower legs especially. Keep up that tempo for the last 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bending the knees and then rising up high onto your toes there. At the same time, the arms come right over the head into 5th position, framing your face. Keep the shoulders down away from your ears, belly button is pulled in. So plie, roll, lift and down. Repeat that, plie, roll through the toes, squeeze the glutes and thighs coming down. Let's do this 2 more times at this tempo. This will be the last one. And then speeding everything up. Let's do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. Good, keep the arms out to the side. Find that balance through a strong core. You're doing amazing, well done. Moving through the last 1, 2, and on this next one, coming up and bring the heels together. Just work with that plie now, but on your releve, on your toes. So keeping yourself with a really fantastic posture, tall and proud. Relax your jaw, relax the face, and have fun with what you're doing. Now go down deeper into your plie, so lower and slower. Using your breath, keeping your focus, finding that balance. Moving now through the last 1 and 2, and then getting ready to go to your grand plies, taking it really slow. So here you see I'm just lowering down, Keeping the back straight though, and the hands come through the center line of the body and then opening up to the side. I know balancing can be really challenging, especially when you're high on your toes and you're not holding on to anything. But just enjoy the movement, and if you wobble, don't worry, just get straight back into the right position. Make this last one your best. Beautiful, well done. Now taking the heels down, going back to your plie. Bring the hands in front and get ready this time to step over to the left side, opening up and then switching over to the other side. So that's your second position, taking the legs wider than the shoulders and stretching open your arms. Getting ready for your last 2 and 1. Hold and press down into your plie. Bend your knees, keep your posture upright. Hold the position and then starting on the left side, roll up through your toes. Getting ready to hold on the left side, stay up high and press and pulse down. Last 2 and 1 and prepare yourself to go low and slow, that's it. Framing your face again, getting deep down in the posture. And I'm being attacked by Joey, he's eating my leg. It's quite uncomfortable actually. He's got strong teeth. Take your arms over from side to side so you're stretching from your rib cage, loosening up into the upper back, and then taking the hand over, stretching, reaching, keeping the shoulders wide, and then holding on the next one, taking the body all the way around, finding that balance. Take the heel down and contracting through your abdominals, squeeze the belly button right in, look at your belly button, curve your mid back. Exhale, make the movement strong. It's like a sit-up but standing up. Good, well done. Last one and open up your arms, going back to that plie. So preparing now for some leg lifts, starting on the right side. Ready, so take your plie and then kick the right leg and then over to the left. Working here on the outside of your thighs as you lift up as high as you can. Get the legs straight and long. Bring the hands back in front, away from the chest, as if you're holding a Swiss ball. So using all the energy and power you have here to do the best movement that you can. You're doing amazing. Keep stretching that leg out and lifting up high. This is your last one. Back to your plie and then reach your arms from side to side. So it's a plie and a stretch. Turn on the diagonal, keeping the knees soft and stretching out the toes. On the next one, hold the posture and then swish the leg through so you're dragging the toes along the floor for your grand battement here. Keep the leg straight and then bend the standing leg, bringing the arms forward as the leg goes back. Exhale as you lift the leg, get up as high as you can, work on your flexibility and bend that standing leg even deeper. Hold, shoulders away from the ears, find a balance and then lift and tap the floor. So working here through an arabesque. The standing leg is bent and you're squeezing through your left glute to lift up the leg. Lift up as high as you can for this last one and then hold it up in the air and pulse. So keep contracting your glutes. Shoulders down, lift through the crown of your head. Let the breath flow, find your balance, abs are strong. Good, and change back, come back to that central position and then moving here through your elbows and then changing through the diagonal. So you're taking your feet, tapping them along the floor and keeping that soft bend in the knees. Hold the position and then sliding the foot along the floor, lifting for your grand battement. Abs in, collarbones broad, then bend that standing leg and shoot the leg up. Remember, you're working the arms in opposites, so as the leg goes back, the arms come forward. That's it. Good work, keep that going. On these last 2, lift the leg up as high as you can. Amazing, now hold, adjust yourself and then lift and then tap the toes down. So squeezing down for your right glute max. Get the leg as long and straight as you can, keeping that left leg bent. Keep reaching the arms forward. And now pulse, keep to the tempo, pressing, squeezing, reaching, find that balance. Really go for it for the last 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And coming back to that second position, plie. I'm changing positions here so you can see what I'm doing. But roll forward, keeping the legs wide into a plank and then taking a press up. And then walking yourself all the way back, take a plie. If taking the press up is too challenging for you today, just hold your plank. Make sure the legs stay wide. Bend your knees as you roll up, take a plie. In that plank, keep the belly button pulled in. Good. This will be your last one. As you're doing your press up, get the chest all the way down towards the floor, keep the elbows wide. Now moving through a jack, so jumping the feet in and out, or you can take a step if you don't want to jump. Lots of energy. Go for it. Last 1 and 2, and then keeping the legs hip distance apart. Drive up through the hips up to your pike. So lengthening through the backs of the legs, pressing into your hands, pushing the hips up, belly button in, driving back, lifting up. Lots of energy here. Strength and stretch exercise. Then hold your pike, take your right leg up into the air, stretch the toes, and imagine you're poking a hole up into the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes and pulse. Keep the rest of the body as still as you can. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking the knee in between the arms and then pressing the foot back up towards the ceiling. So each time you're just coming through into that plank, hovering the knee in between the arms, and then using your power to shoot the leg all the way back up. Make this last one the best before changing over to work on the other side. So taking the left leg up, contracting your glutes there, pressing up, lifting up. Be aware that the shoulders are down away from your ears and the abs are pulled in strong. Last 1 and 2, and then take that knee right in between the arms and shooting the leg up. Powerful, strong movement. As you come down into that plank, try to keep the shoulders and the hips in one level. Now taking the foot down, walk your hands slowly back towards your feet, bend your knees, and rolling all the way up to standing. Okay, grab your chair. Place the chair down, bring your feet parallel and hip distance apart. Forearms on the back of the chair, then rise up onto your toes and bend your knees. Take your left leg up and point the toes up towards the ceiling. You'll see here that my standing leg is bent deeply. The more you bend it, the more you'll feel it on that standing leg. My shoulders are down away from the ears and my back is flat. What you'll notice is you really start to feel a burn through your standing leg. This will be your last 1 and 2. On the next one, hold it up and pulse 3, 2, 1, and then take the knees together. 3, 2, 1, knees together. This will be your last time. So 3, 2, 1, bring it back in, and then hold the leg up in the air, keep squeezing the glute and just pulse to the tempo. Keeping the standing leg bent deeply. Then last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drawing a circle from the back to the front. Keep the rest of the body as still as you can while you make this circle. You're going to feel this all the way through the outside of your thighs and in your glutes. Getting ready now for your last 2 of these circles. Make them the best you can. Keep your abdominal strong. And now taking the other direction. So the knee is going from the front to the back. Keep the toes pointed. As you can see, the rest of the body is really stable and strong and sturdy. That standing leg should be on fire. Okay, this is the last one. Flex your foot and lift the leg up to the side. Keep the hips at the same level so you don't need to lift up too high. You're still on your toes with that standing leg bent. Keeping a slow pulse at the moment. Okay, so lifting up the leg now and pulsing. Excellent. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking the leg down, changing position so the right leg comes forward, left leg back. See there that my front knee is over my ankle, my back knee is just underneath my hips, and my shoulders are over my hips. Get that back knee low to the floor, take the hands out in front and pulse. The whole time here my abs are pulled in tight. I'm lifting through the crown of my head, the eyes straight ahead. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold that lunge and then come up into an arabesque. So lunge and lift, lunge and lift up high. Get that back leg long and straight. This will be your last 1 and 2. Then taking a step back with the right leg, flatten the back, lengthen the arms. Your feet are still hip distance and parallel. Take your left leg and draw a circle. So I'm just brushing my toes along the floor with a slight turnout on that left side. As you can see, as I do this circle, I'm keeping the rest of the body as still as I can. Now change the direction. So sliding the toes along the floor and taking the leg as far forward as you can. I usually find that this direction is a little bit more challenging. And this is your last one, and slowly coming up. We're going to do everything on the other side. Are you ready? Okay, so let's set ourselves up. Bring your feet hip distance apart, come up onto your toes and bend your knees. Your forearms are on the chair. Now press up using your buttocks there. Press up to your toes as if you're poking a hole up in the ceiling. Keeping the back strong and stable, shoulders are down away from your ears. Keep length at the back of the neck. Remember to bend the standing leg deeply. Abs are pulled in tight. This will be your last 2 and 1, and then pulsing for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees back together. Again, 3, 2, 1, and knees back in line. Excellent work. Well done. Keep that up. I know that that standing leg is on fire. Okay, next hold your leg up and just pulse there in time with the music. Keep pressing up. You're doing so well. Okay, and now preparing for your circles, taking the knee from back to front, counting 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make those circles as big and controlled as you can. Just 2 more before we change the direction. Okay, let's go now from front to back. Keeping the rest of the body as still as you can. That is the challenge here. Keep focus and put as much energy as you can into this. We're almost done with this one. This is your last one coming here. Now bring the knees back together, flex a foot and lift up to the side. So feeling this on the outside of your thigh and your glute medius. Lifting up at that slow tempo. On the next one, hold it up and begin to pulse. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent work. And let's go to those lunges. So take your left foot forward, right leg back. Bend the knee as low to the floor as you can. Keep the shoulders over your hips. Hold the knee down low and then reach up the arms straight in front of you and pulse. Keep pressing down. This will be your last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then lunge and arabesque. Lunge and lift. Get that back leg long and straight. You're doing an amazing job. Well done. Make these last 2 your best yet. Excellent. Now coming back into that flat back position. So stretching the arms, shoulders down away from your ears, feet are parallel and hip distance apart. Now take the right foot, draw your toes forward, and here's your rond de jambe. So you're circling that leg around from the hip, really noticing the work here in the glute medius and the outside of your thigh. Keep the standing leg slightly soft here. the rest of the body as still and stable as you can. Change the direction. Hips are the same level. Keep the length of the back of the neck. On this last one, make it as big as you can. Coming all the way up and moving now into a sideline position. So having both your feet turned out, stretch your arm over your head and bring the elbow to your knee. You're working your obliques. Exhale as you crunch into your side body. So this will be your last 3, 2, 1, and pulse and press and reach and crunch and work. Good job. Okay, now reach that right leg over to the side, keep the hand on the hip and pulse. So you see that my forearm is just resting on the chair. Keep the collarbones broad here, and I'm just making a small lift, a small pulse, tiny movements, just pressing up, working through the outside of the thigh, keeping the leg long. Now moving through a heel and then point the toes, heel and toes. Just be aware that that right hip is staying open. And now keeping your heel and press and reach, keeping the leg long. And now here bend and then extend the leg and push up. So bend, extend and push. Bend, extend and push. It's like you're stamping on the air. So really keeping that flexion in the foot. Then point the toes and take the foot as far forward as you can and then flex back through the heel. Again, as far forward as you can and flex back. Notice that the rest of the body is staying really still and calm. I'm just isolating that movement. Now press back, keeping the foot flexed. So you'll feel this right in your glute max. Take that right foot behind your left and moving through here into a curtsy. So you're pressing your thighs together, squeezing the glutes, abs in, and bring the arm in front as if you're holding a beach ball. Now take the leg up to the side. So you plie and then kick. Plie and kick up. So lift the leg as high as you can while keeping the hips the same level. This will be your last one. And then hold that curtsy, bring the arms in front, bring them through the center line and open up the arms. One more time, bring the arms through the center, shoulders down. Really beautiful, smooth, fluid movements. And let's change over to the other side. Well done. So turning the feet out, bend the knees, reach over and taking the elbow towards the knee while keeping the hip open. So working through your side body, lots of energy here, really crunch, work into those obliques. Make these movements as big and strong as you can. And then the next one, hold it and pulse. Exactly like we did on the other side. Now prepare yourself moving into that sideline position with the legs straight out, hand on the hip and press up. The foot should be in line with your hip. Keep the shoulders open, find that balance, use your core strength. Now go with the heel and the toe. Make that differentiation, heel and toe. Good. On the next one, just keeping the heel, gain that leg as long as you can. Last 2 and 1 and then moving through that bend, extend and lift. Bend, extend and lift. You're just shooting that leg right out of your hip, as if you're stamping on the wall at the side. Excellent. Now point the toes, bring the leg as far forward as you can and flex back. Point forward and flex back. The rest of the body is so strong and still. This is your last one and then pulse, press back through that heel, squeeze your glute max. Ready for the last 2 and 1. Take the foot down and working now into your curtsy. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Contract your glutes, arm in front and then kick up the leg to the side. So plie and kick. Really good. Get that leg up high. As you lift up the arms, squeeze in between the shoulder blades. So taking the foot down behind, bring the arms up and open. Bring the arms through and open. Bring your hands to your hips and stepping into that first position plie. This is the last section of the class before we cool down. Stretch open your arms. So slide the right leg forwards, keeping the knee bent. This is called an attitude. The knee here is wider than the ankle. You're lifting your inner thigh up towards the ceiling. Feel this through the hip flexors and inner thigh. Now then, stretch the leg out straight. Bend and stretch. Get that leg as long as you can. This will be your last 2 and 1. Take the leg down and change over to the other side. So lifting up the left leg and pulse. Have your hands out to the side there, holding your balance. The spine is totally straight, lifting through the crown of your head. And then extend the leg to the front, stretch and bend. Extend and stretch. Imagine your foot touching the wall in front of you. Excellent work. And release. And let's go into our stretches. So taking your right leg across your left leg, sit back, keep the feet flexed. This is your figure of 4 stretch and you'll feel it in your buttocks, in your glutes. Change over to the other side, sitting down as low as you can. Keep the shoulders open. Use that warmth you've created now to really get deep into your stretches. Grab hold of your left foot, bring your knees together, push the pubic bone down, belly button in. Keep the collarbones open. Notice the lengthening of your quads and then change over to the other side. So bring the knees in close, tailbone lengthens, abs in, push the pubic bone forwards. I'm losing my balance a little bit there. It happens to any of us. And then standing back, press the chest way beyond the armpits. So you're pressing down, feeling this in the mid-back. Oh, hello. Joey's come to see me. Take your right foot up. Take your right foot up onto the chair. Flex the toes. It's really painful having your cat bite your feet. And bring your chest close towards your thighs. Toes curl back. Okay, well done, and let's get ready to change over now to the other side. So lengthen through the backs of your legs. If you can't get your leg up onto the chair, you can always take it onto a lower surface. Coming down as deep as you can. And then release. From here, take the hands on your lower back, open up the chest, stretch even into the front of the neck, and then bend the knees, reach the arms forward and open. Inhale deeply and then exhale, get rid of all the old air in the body. And well done, you have finished your class. Thank you so much for doing this with me.